Alright, we're going to try some 4-card Nod in comparison to our 4-card GDI. This deck is a little bit different, obviously. We're playing no infantry. So it's probably going to be worse, but then Buggy Scorp I think is a lot better than Rhino Predator. So maybe that'll be enough to make up for it. This is definitely a wonky deck though. This one's pretty sketchy. I also don't know if the ticks are... It actually is Tick Tank, not Scorp, isn't it? So it might be even worse. I don't know how important it's going to be to have... like how much worse the Tick Tank will be than Scorpion. The fact that he's gone Rhino first and driven it to my Harvester makes me think I should just open Tick Tank. I'm not sure what his second unit is going to be. I hope it's not Jump Jets. It's Pitbull. Okay, that's what I expected it to be. It seems pretty loose. The problem with Tick is if you have to use the Raider on Tick, it's way worse than Scorpion. If you can just sit it in the middle, then obviously it can be better than Scorpion. But if you're forced to use the Raider, which happens quite often, it is much worse than a Scorpion tank. Let's make another Tick Tank, to be honest. They increased the burrow speed on Tick, didn't they? I feel like that's one of the buffs Tick got ages ago. That was like a huge buff to Tick Tank. It used to be that any time you came out of burrow, you were like guaranteed to take a bunch of damage for doing it. But then they increased the burrow speed, and now it's like you get hit once when you're burrowing, which is such a huge difference. I'll tell you what, man, Tick Buggy, that probably beats most things in Rivals. Like that alone is probably enough to beat most things in Rivals. Tick is a pretty obnoxious unit. Tick is like the Nod version of MG, except it has one range, so it's way more reasonable. But it is pretty similar. Like it is the set it and forget it. Like, I'll park this here and I'll AFK for the rest of the game and see if I win. And often the answer is yes. Can't AFK quite as hard as you can with the MG, but you can AFK pretty hard. This game was not remotely close. Oh, my opponent's no half. Of course, he tried to rush me. Yeah, that game was not close at all. Yay. Stew Dog down. Stew Diggity Dog.
3, 2, 1. New objective available. Carefully now.
This is my biggest problem with Buggy opening. You just sit here looking at the screen for like 10 seconds. I mean, I guess, like, in a normal RTS, that's also true. Reminds me of all the complaints people had, like, watching the Micro Wars video, being like, oh, it's so slow, like, stuff doesn't happen in the first, like, 15 seconds. And you're like, man, what happens when what happens when you watch, like, an RTS like StarCraft or AoE 4, where literally nothing happens for, like, the first 2 minutes of the game? You must think they're absolutely glacially slow. This game we're probably going to need to build our air tower. I think we're going to need Banshee for the laser drones. Buggy can beat laser drone, but it's not, like, it's a little awkward. As you can see, it's not my favorite matchup. Yeah, plus he's got a bike now. I could just triple team this bike. I think I'm going to do that. He wisely moved out of the concave. How many units in Rivals have Raider? Excellent question, coach. Oh wow, didn't get on the pad. Okay, now he let me on the pad. That's surprising. Tick, Scorpion, Predator. That's 3. Disruptor is 4. Chuggy is 5. Banshee has Raider. That's 6. I feel like there's another... What else has Raider? Hammerhead and Phantom both have forward Raider. That's 8. Avatar has Raider and Mammoth has Raider. That's 10. Is that all of them? Am I forgetting one? I think that might be it. Oh, Pitbull. Yeah, Pitbull. So 11? Man, I can't believe I forgot Pitbull. Did I do a deck with Raider units only? Ooh, interesting. I think no. I don't think... Well, I guess if there's 11 units, there must be 6 on one faction. Because there has to be at least, it has to be like 6-5, right? At minimum. So yes, I believe I could do an all Raider deck It'd probably have to be Nod, because otherwise you'd have no anti-infantry. Most raider units are anti-vehicle. Let's do this as well. Well, that was an easy game. Most raider, I mean, I just parked a tick and you could never win. Obnoxious unit. Most raider units are anti-vehicle, so you'd. Oh yeah, Borka technically. Does Borka have raider? I don't know if Borka has raider. I guess it does, because it is moving whilst it's dropping its bombs, which is attacking. So yeah, I guess Borka does have raider.
3, 2, 1. New objective.
Coach JTD? Coach, why are you sniping me, bro? Also, what does the JTD stand for?
Unit ready.
Sorry, don't say sorry, just don't snipe me. Outrageous. Oh my god, MG. You snipe me and you play MG? Bro, I don't know if we can be friends anymore. Just take D. Like vitamin D, or what are we talking about here? It's good advice, you should take some vitamin D, it's important.
Unit ready.
It's great playing his account. It's great on his account and he's making MGs. Yeah, that checks out. This game's over, man. I opened Buggy and you're playing no half MG. Just get clapped, dude. If you play against Buggy opening and you lose your first MG, like, you should just pack it in because you're done.
Warhead launched.
Oh my god, he's playing no half MG with MLRS. Well, good thing we got this air tower. Hope our opponent doesn't have slingshot. Ah, there's no way he can afford a slingshot. Even if he has slingshot in his deck, he won't be able to build it.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
Somebody dies.
Unit ready.
Destroy.
Unit offline.
He does make a slingshot though. I guess by that time the MLRS will be dead, so it'll be fine. Yeah, okay, we got him.
Objective
MLRS in a no half MG is pretty wild.
field control.
MDB, and we're playing a 4-card deck. I suspect we're in trouble here, chat.
New mission.
At least he can't emote us, lol. That's funny. Inferno, you have to move backwards. For some players, that's hard. That's the joy of double half Inferno, A1 Ultra. You don't. When you would double half Inferno, you didn't have to move backwards. You'd just be like, make an Inferno, trade it for a Pitbull, make another Inferno, trade it for another Pitbull. Because you were double half, you just didn't care. You're like, yeah, 100 for 40, whatever, bro. Gonna have to switch into fucking... Have to switch into Banshee just to fight back against a Predator.
Unit ready. Missile launched.
It's kind of gross.
Major structural damage received.
Happy to see this. It'll be a bloodbath.
Unit ready. Unit offline.
It'll be a bloodbath.
Unit ready.
Oh, here's Sling. That is the unit I didn't think I could beat. I'm just gonna concede. Oh, I have to click the yes button. I can't beat Sling. There's no point playing this game.
Mission failed. 3, 2, 1. New objective received.
Alright, game 5. Play Suzaku APC to see what does in this meta. Yeah, I could do Suzaku APC tomorrow. MG is the best infantry. I guess that is true. MG is probably the best unit in the game, really. It's not like, I mean, like, it's, I don't know. It's like grossly overpowered for its cost, but you have to like play your entire deck around the MG. But yeah, you're probably right. MG is probably the best unit in the War Factory. If this guy makes a slingshot, which he will because he went MLRS first, then we are dead. We cannot possibly beat a fortress type build. Like a 4-card deck can never beat a fortress unit. Like can never beat a fortress build because you have to have all 3 unit types to beat fortress. This is why Fortress is kind of dumb. Like, you cannot beat Fortress if you don't have an infantry, an air, and a war factory. If you're only playing 2 of those 3, you can never beat Fortress, ever. Because they only have to make 2 things. He can make only an MLRS. He just has to make an MLRS and a slingshot, and I can't win. The fact that I have tick makes it even worse, because I can't even take a hit from an MLRS. So yeah, this is unwinnable. So once again, 4 card has not been great. We do have, I mean, I guess we can make a shock trooper. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. It's not even, we can make a flamer is what I was trying to say. We can make a flamer and have that absorb a hit, but yeah, this matchup is unwinnable. I can't beat a slingshot ever. Like, my deck is actually auto lose to slingshot. So yeah, not going to be a particularly interesting game. There's absolutely nothing I can do. We'll have to try and do this. This is all we can do. Oh yeah, he's got the other MLRS. Cool. Fun game. Both teams fought hard. It is unwinnable. Yeah, I mean, obviously can't win. Well, that was fun. Fun and exciting game of Command & Conquer Rivals. Well, that was dumb. These 4 card nod was absolutely heinous, as expected. So, yeah, next time people are like, oh, but you can win with anything. There you go. Can't win with anything. Literally impossible. I actually think Wheel and Laser is better than that 4 card deck. Because at least you have an extra pop cap, and you have, like, infantry, which is a very important type to play in your deck. But yeah, that was obviously terrible. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed it, although it was very silly, and I will see you next time.